So, what up my peeps? Matrix Native here. In today's video, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and throw up this comment and maybe it will answer a lot of questions you guys have been asking where I've gone, basically. I'm not wasting my time with builds anymore until YouTube quits BSing around and making it a pain in the arse for any military creators to publish stuff just to have them strike it and remove it from making any revenue for being non-advertiser friendly. It's BS and I'm sick of wasting a whole day rendering and editing just to have YouTube strike it. Like I stated in several videos, I might take some time off Wildlands and YouTube. I like Wildlands, but it's not gonna be the only thing I play, and it having a crap ton of issues as well. YouTube is not my life anymore. YouTube is very political these days. It's not what it used to be. Funny, no one remembers the 100 videos I posted before Wildlands. Ha! Take care, man. So with that being said, my peeps, I'm still gonna try to put out history and builds because I love making them. I love playing mill sims, but I also like playing everything else, and especially with YouTube just being YouTube these days. I'm sure I don't got to go into that. But my peeps, I don't tell you something, operators, and not mean it. I put it out in several videos what kind of freaking time I'm having with YouTube. And honestly, I don't need that aggravation or depression in my life. So with that being stated, operators on your feet, let's get on with today's history. Who knows, maybe it won't get taken down. Enjoy, my peeps. So, the FSK, meaning Force Badets Special Commando. And I know I butchered that up, so I don't know what to say about that. I attempted to do it the best I could. It's not my language, so before I get all the hates, talking about how much I butchered the Norwegian language. However, in English, it basically means Armed Forces Special Command is a Special Operations Forces unit of the Norwegian Special Operations Forces, again the FSK. The unit was established in 1982 due to the increased risk of terrorist activity against Norwegian interests, including the oil platforms in the North Sea. On 1 January 2014, the Norwegian Special Operations Forces, NorwSF, or basically just NorwSF, also known as Armed Forces Special Forces, was established, uniting the FSK and the Navy Special Operations Command, the MJK, under the one command in the Norwegian Armed Forces. In 2014, FSK established an all-female unit. Yeah, you heard me. The FSK in 2014 actually established an all-female Special Operations Unit. I would just love to officially know what that unit does, because I must say, I've been a warrior from way back, and I've never once, with all these special operators that I have worked with, I've never once met a female designated special operator. Just putting that out there. Let's continue. In 1971, the Army Parachute Ranger School of Norwegian changed its name to the Norwegian Army Ranger School to emphasize the training of the Norwegian Army Rangers. And on a side note, to me, again, just like there's only one Green Beret, and that would be the United States Army Special Forces, my friends, there is only one Army Ranger, and of course, they are home at Fort Benning in the United States of America. I know I'm going to get hate for that, but I'm saying, in my opinion, there is only one Army Ranger. So let's get back to it. Based on an increase in the international terrorism and Norway's newly developed offshore oil services, the government decided in 1979 to establish a counterterrorism capacity within the Norwegian Armed Forces. In 1982, a decision was finally made that this task would be given to the Norwegian Army Ranger School, with the FSK established as part of the Norwegian Army Ranger School. On 1 June 1984, the 38-man unit was operational following assistance from the British Special Air Service and Special Boat Service. Basically, the British SAS SBS was helping establish the FSK. From the mid-1990s, there was an increasing focus on international operations to show that the Norwegian Army Ranger School now had an operative arm as well as the traditional training role. It changed its name to the Norwegian Army Ranger Command in 1997. The same year, HJK moved to a Trandom from Marina, where the unit is based today. During the 2000s, HJK changed its name to FSK/HJK to reflect the two units that make up the command, FSK being the operative wing and HJK being the training wing. In 2004, the unit commenced reporting directly to the Chief of the Norwegian Army. In 2013, the FSK/HJK name was discontinued and the operative SOF unit is simply known as FSK. Today, FSK has gone from being a cadre and training unit for paratroopers and the mobilization army to being a professional unit with substantial experience, robust competency, and capacity. The unit has been deployed internationally on several occasions and has been received internationally recognition for its efforts. The unit has a considerable amount of support from Norway's political and military leaders. The Norwegian Parliament has decided that the Norwegian SOF are to be strengthened and spearheaded. FSK recruits, select and trains paratroopers and SOF operators and procedures, basically officers for the rest of the Norwegian Armed Forces. FSK is now both national and international standby for special operations and counterterrorism operations. In addition, FSK is the competency and training center for all parachute and counterterrorism training in the Norwegian Armed Forces. So I already know your question matrix. How the hell do I begin to even start and get into the selection and training to be one of these pipe hitters, these FSK Norwegian Special Operators? Luckily for you, I have the answer. I've done my research, done my due diligence, and here it is. This is the current selection and training. So basically, first, obviously, you got to be a Norwegian citizen. Anyone who has completed their military service with the Norwegian Armed Forces can apply. The road to becoming an elite soldier of the FSK is long and hard, and my peeps, that's what she said, but also you can expect, no matter what country you're from, that when you want to do something as trying, and they call it selection for a reason. Not all people are going to make this, right? Not all people have what it takes to become an operator. That's just the way it is, cupcakes. Roger? But there are certain things you can do. And one is doing good in school, like I've always said. Keep yourself in top physical shape, as I've always stated. And also, you must be mentally prepared before stepping foot into that pipeline, into that circle. So let's keep going with this. Basically, the selection lasts 3 days only. That's just for selection. A candidate must do 45 push-ups and 50 sit-ups in 2 minutes, 8 pull-ups, swim 400 meters in under 11 mics, 11 minutes, and march 30 kilometers carrying 25 kilograms for 4 hours and 50 minutes. It is emphasized that this is the bare minimum and that candidates should ideally be able to do more than that. And as a warrior back in the day, I can tell you this for a reason. There's a reason the SEALs say it pays to be a winner. And that is, my friends, you always want to do at least 30% more of the standards. So if they're calling for 50 sit-ups, guess what? You got to knock out 80. If they're calling for 45 push-ups, guess what? You need to knock out 65. And that's just the way it is, because trust me, cadres watch you guys. They watch every operator that is going to become in this exclusive club. And if you do the bare minimum, guess what? That's not going to cut it, and you're going to find yourself in the chow line. Roger that. After passing the general selections, an applicant attends SOF selection. This selection lasts 3 weeks and compromises of hard physical and mental exercises with little food and sleep. Yeah, surprise, surprise on that one. Very few of those who enter the school get through. Following selection, the potential operator starts the basic training, which lasts 1 year. The basic training, not for the Army, but for the SOF, Norwegian Special Forces. This training involves all basic discipline required to serve as a SOF operator. Not all who begin the basic training get through. So even though you've done the selection and the candidacy, which you've got about 4 weeks invested then, at that point, guess what? You got another year and you still not make it through. After training, one is eligible for operational service in the FSK, including training in special roles such as sniper, combat medic, forward, air controller, etc. You know, all the pipe hitter jobs within the pipe hitter circle. Further, training is conducted in Norway or abroad at allied training facilities. So you can bet your bottom freaking dollar that you will be getting training from other allied forces, other allied countries. You can bet that. So, in review, the FSK, 1982 to present. Obviously, the country is Norway. The branch will be the Norwegian Special Operations Forces, basically the FSK. The type, obviously, Special Forces, Special Operations Forces. The roles, Special Reconnaissance, DA, Direct Action, MA, Military Assistant, CSAR, Combat Search and Rescue, CT, Counterterrorism, HT, Hostage Rescue. Yes, there is a lot that they do, Roger. And with that being said, my peeps, go ahead, get your gear together on your feet. Let's get on with the history. And it's good to be back, peeps. Alright, my peeps, you know what to do. Go ahead, back button, double tap to the loadout on the right bumper, and here we are. So what we're going to do is go ahead and get into the edit appearance. By the way, my peeps, if you haven't checked it out, operators, go ahead and check out my video before this one where I talk a little bit of why my builds have been few and far between lately and how I feel YouTube censorship has sort of gotten out of control. So with that being said, let's delve in to this build. Facial hair, of course, none. Gonna keep it like we get it. Hair, go ahead and go with the Warhawk, hair color brown, one each. Facial detail, burn on the left side as usual. Body details, facial paint, we're going with the Commando this time around just because that's what I feel like doing. And plus, you know, I am liking this camo. Now we have gotten quite a few more camos, which I will be using as soon as YouTube clears me up to start posting the builds once again without delay. Right arm tattoo, of course, Santa Maria, always got my back. Left arm, obviously, mi familia, love them so much, IRL. Clothes, to date, we're going with the Cry Combat, and what we're going to do is go ahead and put it in the multicam. As posted right now, basically, Norwegian FS actually uses a variance of the multicam, right? Regular Army uses the M98 ripstop, and obviously if they're deployed in a desert environment, we'll use the MO3. So with that being said, go ahead and fill it out with the 34 multicam Cry Combat. Vest, to date, we're going with the 511 plate carrier. Why wouldn't we? And we'll be putting that in the 134. Pants, again, going with one of the best battle fatigues, in my opinion, the Cry Combat camo system. And we're going to be putting that, again, in the 1234 multicam. Footwear, why wouldn't we? They definitely deserve it. Norwegian SF. Go ahead and put that in Commando 16 black. Ghillie suits, obviously none. Wraps it up, we're going into accessories. Eyewear today, I'm not hating you. If you want to throw some on, me, myself, I'm going to go ahead and keep it clean and wear none. Again, though, anything else is pretty much authorized. Just don't fall out looking like a what? Looking like one of them ragamuffin Hollywood mofos. Basewear, we're going to go ahead and throw on the Artillery 934 Coyote Brown. It definitely fits the build today. Headwear, carbon cut, put that in the 1233 multicam. Headsets, we're going with headset B. There really is no option to this. You'll go ahead and throw that on in B in the 16 black. Handwear, why wouldn't we? Oakley Pilots, and again, I've noticed that there are quite a few options with handwear again now, and you know, we're gonna have fun with this build again once YouTube gets off my back and just lets me post at will. Go ahead, throw the Oakleys on. 25 black. For the Norwegian Special Forces operators. Backpacks, we're going with the Camelback. Today's build is more of an assault counterterrorism hostage rescue operator. So with that being said, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time in the field. Basically, just fries out, get our job done, and Charlie Mike back to the base. So with that being said, Camelback, put that in the 133. Patches, I ain't hating you, any patch you want, but if you roll with me, let's roll, my peeps. 1729. And that, my friends, is the uniform we're going with today. I think it's a nice uniform. I think we definitely hit the mark with it today as far as the Norwegian operator goes. Next up, we have the weapon systems. For our primary today, of course, we're going with the MP5 today. I'm very familiar with this SMG, and to me personally, it's one of the best SMGs money can buy. And of course, Norwegian operators actually carry, either more than not, they will carry the MP5 or the MP7. So you do have a couple options here. As stated, MP5, MP7, you'll dress them out just like this. Paint presets, we're keeping it old school, we're keeping it real with the black. Parts, today we're going with the extended buttstock, and I'm going to tell you why right now. If you look at it, I want accuracy and handling, because again, this is going to be a CQB weapon, and again, our operator is fitted out today to be Charlie Tango. So with that, put that in the black. Scope, I'm going to keep it with the iron sights. And I know what you're asking. Damn, Matrix, iron sights? Yeah, because sometimes iron sights give you the peripheral vision that you need instead of equipping. You can go with the panoramic. I'm not hating you, but I would not go with a scope, because this is, again, a CQB weapon, and we will be clearing rooms out with this. And to me, if you got a scope, it just really disables your peripheral view. So with that being said, throw it in the panoramic or the stock iron sights to stay with my build, and put it in the 1-2 black. Trigger, full auto semi, of course. Magazine, we're going to go ahead and roll with the Extendo 30, 1-2 black. Underbarrel, I was thinking about the AVG, but you know what? We're going with the shift short angle grip, and again, as you can see, it keeps everything, the accuracy and the handling, just keeps it all nice and basically balanced. That's what we're going for here, is balance. We don't want over handling, we don't want over accuracy, Roger. We want them to stay about the same. So go ahead, throw the angle grip and put it in the 1-2 black. Rail, we're going to keep it clean with the rail cover, 1-2 black. Barrel, standard barrel today. Again, a longer barrel. I'm not hating you, but we really don't need it, Roger. It drops in the hand, and the only thing you get is in range, and actually you're only going to be pretty much giving Tangos the dirt nap within, I would say, max 20 meters, Roger. So go ahead, put it on the put it on the standard, short barrel, whatever you want to call it. Put it in the 1-2 black. Muzzle, today we're going with the stock muzzle. Now we will have our suppressor on us for this build, for the CT build. Go ahead, throw that in the 1-2 black, and then we will equip the stock muzzle in the 1-2 black as well, and equip, switch to suppressor as what? That's right, as needed. Again, with the standard barrel, you're actually going to want to put that in gray. And that, my friends, is what we'll be carrying as the primary. To me, one of the best SMGs, hands down, in the world, battle-tested, the Mike Popov 5. Secondary, again, today, staying with CT, mostly counterterrorism, Norwegian Special Forces operator. We're going to be going with the P416. I'm not hating you, though. If they did offer the HK 417, that's what we'll be going with, because that's actually what they carry, is the HK 416 or 417. So today we're going to be going with the P416. We'll go ahead and dress this out. Paint presets, again, keeping it real. You want gold, you want platinum and all that, then you need to go to the Tango side, because I keep it real on the CT side. Go ahead, equip that in black. Parts, we're going with the stock buttstock, obviously. We're going to put that into 1-2 black. We're going to go with the digital scope. Again, I've really been loving this sight, aperture. And I'm not hating you, though, if you want to go ahead and throw this bad boy ACOG on. But for me, today, we're going to be going with the digital scope. You'll be equipping that in the gray. Trigger, full auto semi, obviously. Magazine, we're going to keep it real with, well, to keep it real, we'd probably be going with the 30, but we're going to keep it real to Matrix native operators, and we're going to go ahead and put the Extendo 50, put that in the 1-2 black. Under barrel, again, we're going with the shift short grip, putting that in the 2-2 gray. What I do want to say, though, is that if you do decide to go with a grenade launcher, go ahead and do not, I repeat, do not put it in the 203. What you're going to want to do is go ahead and, for this build today, we're going to go ahead and put the STD grenade launcher, and I'm quite sure that doesn't stand for sexual transmitted disease, but who knows about us operators, it just might. But that's what you're going to want to equip it with if you decide to go with the grenade launcher today. We will not be equipping, I repeat, we will not be equipping the God Almighty Mike 203. STD grenade launcher if you want it. If not, you want to stay true to my build, shift short angle grip today, and put that as stated in the 22 gray. Rail, we're going to go ahead and don't know why that's on there. We're going to put the rangefinder on, and we're actually going to keep that in the gray as well. Now, a lot of people ask me why not put it on one of the laser dots. And honestly, I would if you could disable the actual laser itself, which Wildlands has decided not to give us that option. So again, with that being said, go ahead, put it on the rangefinder, put it in the 22 gray. Barrel, we're going with the standard barrel here. The reason, obviously, I'm not going with the short barrel is this is going to be our weapon anywhere from 100 to, say, 600 meters, Roger, when we need to basically put down cover and fire for our team. So make sure that you're having a standard barrel, and we've been putting that in the 22 gray. Muzzle, forget about the compensator on this build.
That's what she said.
We're going to go ahead and put the compensator Victor 2 on. I think it fits this build, and it is definitely the muzzle that we need for CT. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the 22 gray. And with that being said, this is a fine weapon, the H&K HK416 Heckler and Koch. Let's fucking go. So with that being said, that is the weapons today. Hope you enjoyed the build. Oh, we're not done yet though. Handguns. What we're going to be doing today is going with the P45 Tango. Now, I will tell you this. As far as pistols in real life, what they want to carry is the H&K USP Tactical or the Glock 17, also known as the P80 pistol. For this build today, we're going to try to keep it real as we can get with the USP Tactical, and we're going to the P45 Tango. A little bit of presets real quick. We're going to be throwing that in the black parts, break it down. We're going to go ahead and go with the standard 15. I'm not hating you if you want to go extended 20, but I just don't feel it looks as tactical once we throw our uniform on. So for me, I'm keeping it real with the 15, putting that in the 22 gray. Rail, we're going to keep it clean. Rail cover 22 gray. Barrel, standard barrel 22 gray. And the muzzle, again, suppressor in black. Go ahead, put your muzzle in black and equip, switch to suppressor as needed, operators. And that is, I think this is pretty much the first time we're going with this pistola. Again, drone is definitely optional. I'm carrying the medical drone, obviously, and then I carry the diversion lure and the frag grenades. That's me personally. Depends on your team exactly what you're going to want to carry. Again, you can carry your flare guns. They really don't work on this game. They have gotten better. I will say that. They definitely have gotten better. So what I'm carrying today is a diversion lure, flare gun, and frag grenades. Again, you can only carry 2 of these the way I role play. So I choose to carry the diversion lure, frag grenade, and obviously you can always include your flare gun in your loadout. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I apologize that it has been so long since I've actually been able to post. However, trust me, my peeps, it's not my fault. Now, this build here has actually been struck 3 times. It's a pretty accurate weapon here. So this build has been struck 3 times. This time, I'm just going to let it roll, even if it doesn't get monetized, because I know you guys are looking for my next build, and I've been looking to put this up again for about a week, and today was the day. Just had to do it. So with that being said, if you're new around here, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what build you want me to work on next. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and snipe that subscribe, snipe the like. My peeps, I appreciate you all. Thanks for the amazing support over like the last 6 months. Now if YouTube could only get their stuff in order, get the house in order, YouTube, let's go. So go ahead, snipe, like, snipe, sub as stated. Operator 41. I'll see you next video, cuz that's how we roll.
When it comes to life, you know I won't regret it. Yeah, I'll say that shit simple and plain. If you thinking I'ma change, well you must be insane, mother.
Malfunction, malfunction.
I still me. I'm still Henny, I've been feeling like the one, and you just one of many. I'm still me, I'm still Henny, and I'm feeling like the one, and you just one of many.